Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie and today is Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic is 2019 reading resolutions, so I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 reading resolutions that I have for this year. If you are new to Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave the Goodreads group down in the description below. Number 5 is read books that are lower on my TBR. I've been doing this for the last few months and I am so glad that I've done it. I've been reading books that I want to read, but I just haven't made a priority because there's so many books that I want to read and there's constantly new books coming out, and it's just like the books lower on my TBR just keep getting pushed lower on my TBR, and if I don't make it a priority to read them, then I'm never going to read them, and I really want to read a lot of these books, so I've been making it my mission to read the books lower on my TBR and not just the ones at the very top. Number 4 is read more nonfiction. I own a good bit of nonfiction books. Many of them I have started and never finished, and it's a problem that I need to fix. I want to broaden my reading horizons, but also I just need to finish the nonfiction books that I started. I get really bored a lot of times reading nonfiction, and I'll put down the book to pick up a fiction book that I'm really excited to read, and then I just never go back and pick up the nonfiction book that I was reading. But I really do need to make it a priority to read and finish the nonfiction books. Number 3 is read more books featuring mental illness. I love reading books about mental health and mental illness, particularly fiction, but I would like to read some nonfiction as well. But I like reading, honestly, the dark, moody, depressing things that also shed light on mental health, and also they show that there is joy and there is happiness in the middle of your bad circumstances, and I really love reading those types of books. But also in a couple weeks I should be starting back at university. I'm taking online classes and I do have my associate's degree, but I want to continue and get my bachelor's, and I'm going to be studying behavioral health, so it's like a mixture between sociology and psychology. And so I do really want to gain more knowledge about different mental illnesses and that kind of stuff, and I want to specifically read books about a specific illness. Say I want to read a book about someone who struggles with PTSD or someone who struggles with an eating disorder, those types of things. I want to make it a point to read books about very specific mental illnesses. Number 2 is finish the book series that I have started and never completed. I have a lot of series that I've maybe read the first book or maybe even read the first few books and then I never finished reading the series, whether it's ongoing and not all of the books have been released, or whether it's a completed series and all the books are out and I just haven't read them yet. Honestly, I'm such a mood reader. This is really hard, but I do need to make it a priority to finish reading the books that I have. It really is a problem, and I'm going to try to make a rule for myself that I can't start a new series without finishing a series that I've already began, and we'll see if that works out. Like I said, I really am a mood reader, and I'm not going to force myself to read something that I'm not in the mood for, or else it'll put me in a reading slump. So honestly, all of these reading resolutions, if they start putting me in a reading slump, they're no longer going to be a priority. But I do really need to finish all the series that I have. And my number 1 priority reading resolution for this year is I need to finish books that I start. I have a huge problem with starting a book and then getting distracted by another book, and I'll have 20 books that I'm reading at one time, and I'm not actually reading half of them, more than half of them. They're books that I started, I put them in Goodreads, that I was reading them, and then I got distracted, started reading other books. Some of these books that I have started and never finished, it has been months. Many of them, it has been several years since I've been reading them, and it's ridiculous. Like, I have a problem. I just need to finish the books that I start. Like, I don't understand why it's such a hard thing for me to do. Like, if I start reading a book, I just need to finish that book before I pick up another book. But I don't know what's wrong with me, but I do it almost every single book that I read. In general, I usually read about 3 books at one time, and I just like go back and forth between the books depending on what I'm in the mood for. But like, there's so many of those books that I never finish, because then I just add another book to the currently reading, and it's a problem. And that is my #1 reading resolution for this year, is to finish the books that I start. Just finish books. Like, it's a problem. Alright, those are my top 5 2019 reading resolutions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more bookish content by me. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your reading resolutions are for this year. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!